There are people who want to drag you down to their level in life, constantly making you feel like you aren't enough, like you don't have the potential to make amazing things and achieve your dreams. All because they themselves can't and don't believe in themselves enough, so they have to make it so you don't either, so that you aren't better than them, and so you have nothing to hang over them. Not everyone is like this, but we meet many people like this along our journey. Some of them do it of their own evil volition. Others do it, but don't know they're doing it. But they are, because that's what they've grown up around, how people have treated them. So then they've learned to treat people in the same way, because that's the only way they know, and the cycle repeats. Many people have tried to drag me down in my life, and many people will do the same to you. I used to not believe in myself enough, having so little confidence that it was hard for it not to take effect on me. I was easy bait. And because of it, I suffered for years, believing that I'm not good enough and that maybe I never will be. But the truth is, I've always been good enough. I just haven't given myself a chance to see that I am, which made it so I could never reach the heights I was able of, because I was trapped in my own cage, a cage which grew and grew in size, making it so I lived my life due to other people's beliefs, their thoughts on life and how to be and what is true, became what I actually believed. Because I had none of my own, I wasn't strong enough to have my own, and whenever I did, I'd shoot them down before anyone else even could. It took me a lot of time and many years of growth and realization, but I finally broke out of that cage. I began to believe in myself and my thoughts again and let my beliefs out. Don't let people control your life and how you live it. Don't let them control who you are. This also goes for whatever is deemed as normal or not weird. Every aspect of our lives can become controlled by outer influences. Like we just become another mind-wiped clone in a long line of clones who are all going nowhere in life. Because they care more about being seen as cool or someone who doesn't stand out and isn't weird than actually being who they truly are. The people who are around them will see them as different and as like an outcast, and they won't keep them in the circle. And so they stay and have to put this blanket over themselves to pretend to be this person, this mask. I guess the whole thing of masking. Yeah, I don't really know much about that. I think it's called masking. So if you are someone who is different and unique and thinks and lives in different ways than the majority, then they will use every way to drag you down into the mud. You will go through so much shit just because you want to be you, whatever that involves. And so whatever you do, never let these zombified husks drag you to their level. Never let them get the better of you. Never let them stop you from being who you are meant to be. Even if you do, get bullied or have these hard moments and feel like you're outcasted, that doesn't matter. All that through high school and all that bullshit, it does not matter. What matters is being you and believing in yourself and doing what you think is best for you, not what anybody else thinks. Your parents, your teachers, they aren't right. They don't know what is right for you. Only you do. Make sure in your life you do everything you want to do. Be every way you want to be. Let you decide your own future and your own fate. To be able to choose what you do with your potential in life, not giving a damn about any other thoughts or opinions that drive you away from being your true being, your true purpose. If you believe in yourself and stay confident in your own choices, then nothing else should matter. Maybe that one person, whoever it is, sees that you are trying to do this and trying to achieve these things and be yourself like they can't be themselves. And they end up doing everything they can to make sure you don't become that person who you want to be, just because they are simply jealous and that they can't have you being like they could never be. They don't have the strength, the confidence, the courage to do that. And so they shout down, they beat down on people who can do that, because they just know that you're better than them and you always will be. And so doing that makes them better than you. And so if you keep going, you don't let that affect you, you'll just win. They will just not matter in the whole scheme of things. Even if in that moment you're thinking, oh, they're shouting down at me, they're bullying me, whatever. Who cares? School, all that stuff doesn't matter. It's just to get to another point in your life. You just gotta get through it and fuck those people. They don't matter. You matter. Instead of letting that noise get to you, take advantage of it. Use it to fuel your own fire. Realize that what this means is that you're on the right path, that you're trying to be this person. It's exactly who you're supposed to be. When the vultures come circling, it means there's a tasty meal nearby. Are you going to let them corner you and make you their next meal? Or are you going to continue as you are, not letting those vultures beat you? As you move on and make yourself a harder prey, they'll eventually give up and see that you aren't worth it, that you aren't going to budge, too hard of a challenge for them, and so they'll move on. And so if you just keep being yourself, keep doing what you want to do and going down that path, they'll not matter, they'll disappear into the dust, into the distance. Remember, just believe in you and only you. Or also believe, in your family and friends if they're good people in your life. But a lot of people don't have those good people. And so in that case, just keep believing in yourself and you'll finally make it. Because you can't achieve if you don't believe. I hope you enjoyed that video. I've been Ramos. If you struggle with people trying to drag you down, tell me your experience in the comments below. I'd love to hear it. I love you all. See you next time. The end. Boom. Another one.